Oh, Lord.
Oh God.
Hey guys, how is everybody doing? And continuing my Dexter review series, here are my thoughts on Dexter Season 6. Starting off with my positives on Dexter Season 6 and what this whole season is about, I really love the theme about religion and, and continuing that development of Dexter because every single season there seems to be some sort of form of emotion towards Dexter, I guess I should put it for now on. Like, he kind of has this development of emotion as this character, because, excuse me, as I've pointed out multiple times now, that in season 1, we learn that he has no emotions really, and then every season, you as a viewer are going along with Dexter. Excuse me, I keep burping. I need to stop drinking soda before I fucking make a video. And throughout every season, we have this new growth with him. And in this season, we have that theme of religion. And I really like that, to where he meets the character of Brother Sam, which I'll get into later. And he kind of has him kind of look towards God more. Because in the very first episode, we learn that Harrison is going to be going to this preschool, basically, or summer daycare. I forget which one it is. Where he's going to have basically go to this religious school, and Dexter's not for it because he doesn't believe in anything, and so he's not really all for it at first. But throughout the beginning, he slowly starts to get into it, and slowly he's like, okay, I have this acceptance. I don't need to believe in God, but that does not mean that I shouldn't have my son not believe in God. And I really enjoyed that, and I really loved that throughout the whole thing throughout this season. Now, it can be a little bit tedious and kind of sucker punched you in the face with information about it. Like, this is what religion is. That's basically the whole season. But honestly, I kind of got into it and I found it enjoyable, especially since recently I have kind of, well, shouldn't say look towards, but put more faith in religion and put more faith in God. I wear a cross every now and then, and I do have a little Bible that I look at every now and then. So I'm not an over believer of God, but I do have faith in Him. I do believe in Him and stuff like that. So I'm not overly religious or anything like that. I'm not. I don't really know what was going on in this season. I had heard about the horror of Babylon, but I didn't really know anything about it. I don't really know about that headless horse guy or whatever that you see late in the beginning of the season. Like, some of these kills and some of these things going on, like, I don't really understand it because I've never really looked that far into religion, and I really liked how the killer was religious in this season, which I'll get into as well. But yeah, I don't really understand that stuff, but I'm sure if you're religious in any shape or form, I'm sure you understand it better than I do. And sticking along with that, and I mentioned him a little bit ago, and that is the character of Brother Sam. Now, Brother Sam is not in this season that much. He's not really a huge character by any means. He's not like this huge importance to the season. He's really only there for about 6-ish episodes, maybe a little bit shorter than that. I honestly couldn't tell you at the top of my mind, but he is there, and I do think he is a great antagonist for Dexter, to where he's kind of the reason why Dexter kind of puts his faith in religion and why he kind of looks towards God a little bit. And I just think Brother Sam is a pretty good inclusion to this season and to this show even, because we find out that he's basically a criminal. He has his past about, I'm pretty sure, about gang violence, if I'm not mistaken, or something worse. I can't really remember. But there was something going on where he had a rich past about something going on where he was in prison. After he got out of prison, he kind of looked towards God, and he basically recruited all of these criminals to work with him at this car mechanic shop, and he helped them look towards God and look towards faith in God, stuff like that. And then when Dexter gets his car crashed after fighting that Tooth Fairy guy, and a little bit before that, he kind of starts talking to Brother Sam a little bit, and that helps Dexter kind of reach towards more God a little bit more. And even after when Brother Sam dies, and like Dexter knows who did it, and Brother Sam knows who did it because obviously he saw the guy before he got shot. He's like, I want you to forgive him. I want you, like, he may have done this to me, and I'm going to die, but I want you to forgive him for me. Dexter doesn't really live up to that, but I really enjoyed the character of Brother Sam, where he tries to help with that development of Dexter, where he looks towards God, he wants him to find forgiveness, and I just really enjoyed that throughout this whole season, and just his addition was just really cool, and it's kind of a shame that he died. It's a shame that he went really early on in the season, because I was hoping he'd be like a character throughout the whole season and maybe died at the end due to the Doomsday Killer. But I really enjoyed Brother Sam. I thought he was a really cool inclusion. I thought he was a great antagonist for Dexter. And this isn't really something I overly talk about with Dexter, but I really like the kills in this season, where they're all based on a religious figure. Like I was talking about the Horror of Babylon. There's like a part where Travis, I believe his name is, where his sister gets killed by the professor, and she gets thrown in this red dress, and there's a bunch of headless dogs, I'm pretty sure, around her, or something. I can't really remember off the top of my head, but she's basically murdered, dressed up as Horror Babylon, has all the things around him, like in the painting. And just later on, like there's one kill, I'm pretty sure, like really on in the season, where Deb sees this girl just hanging there and tries to go and save her, but this latch goes off, and it's like a saw trap, and just cuts her loose and goes down and gets punctured in the neck, and just laying here like that, like an angel. And then, like I'm pretty sure in like the very first episode or second episode, towards at the very end, we see this guy cut up into body parts, and his body parts are like strung up against mannequin body parts, and horses are just roaming the streets or whatever. Like the kills in this season are very unique and very creative, and it very much um implicates the religious figures or religious things that they're trying to aim for. I don't really know what to call them. Again, I'm not overly religious, so sorry if I'm getting something wrong. But I really enjoyed that throughout this season. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was really cool and creative, and something I don't really overly talk about, because like the kills in the other Dexter seasons aren't overly great, besides the ice truck killer, because this was the only creative one where he cut him in pieces and then froze them to where there would be no blood. Then you got Trinity with his whole 3 kill thing or whatever. Like, yeah, I really enjoyed that. I thought that was a really cool addition. Not addition. I just really thought that was a unique thing from this, and just something I really thought that was kind of cool to point out. And plus, I'm a huge horror fan, so when I see a cool kill, I like it. But now moving on to my negatives, and I don't have many, but they're pretty critical ones, and this is unfortunate because she's one of the best characters of this whole show. I really don't like what they do with Deb. I'm sorry. I don't, because there's so much here that they just drop the ball with, and just like, no, that is not okay for this character. I don't like that you did this with her. This is just not okay with me. Like, when she becomes lieutenant, like, I get what they're doing. They're trying to say, oh, she's like this really good detective and deserves this role. She doesn't really deserve it, and they literally admit that to him, because like Captain Matthews only puts her up for the lieutenant job just to piss off LaGuerta, and they literally say that in this season, and it's just like, then what's the point of doing that? You're just trying to piss off LaGuerta. Okay, cool, yeah, she's a shitty character, but why do you gotta ruin one of the best characters to get back at the shitty one? That doesn't work for me. That doesn't work for an audience. This doesn't work for me, because I love Deborah. She's one of the best things about this show. One of the most enjoyable things about this show. And you just shout it away. And I hated it. And you can just clearly tell that she is not meant for this role. She is not meant for this role at Miami Metro. And it clearly should have gone to Batista. And it didn't get to him until, like, apparently after season 8, when we find out in New Blood. Maybe it was in during season 8. I can't remember. It's been a while. Yeah, he did get that role in season 8, but that season's very forgettable. But like, you can just tell that that role was not meant for her. And it's just like, oh, we need to give Deb something to do. Let's give her a lieutenant role, although she doesn't clearly deserve it. Yeah, she's a good detective, but not good enough for that lieutenant role. And it just doesn't fit her, and you can clearly tell she doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. And not only that, this whole bullshit thing about Deborah being in love with Dexter, no. Whoever the fuck put that down on paper and said, that's a good idea, let's go film that. No, you're fucking weird, dude.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
Nobody asked for that, and that was a horrible idea. Nobody in their right mind would sit there and be like, oh, Deborah's in love with Dexter. It's perfect. They're a match made in heaven. No. Technically, yes, they are not blood related, and they're only step siblings, so it's not overly weird. but it's still fucking weird. You have your stepsister telling you you're in love with her. Like, no, that is not okay whatsoever. I really want to meet the person that put that down on paper and said, "Yep, that's a good idea. Let's make that part of the show." I want to meet him because he's probably a sick fuck. Because no, who like that guy's probably sick in the head. It's like that's a good idea. No, nobody fucking asked for that, and you should be shamed for even putting that on paper because that is one of the worst things that ever come out of the show. I fucking hated it, and the part where she's dreaming about kissing Dexter, it's like, ugh, no. Now, if anything, this isn't really a huge negative. If anything, it's just something I just didn't really care for. The Doomsday Killer, compared to the other seasons, this guy is pretty lackluster. Now, sure, is he a little bit better than Jordan Chase? Maybe, but I think I preferred the journey that we went on in season 5 with that killer than we did with this one, because this one, he's just, he's really weird. He's just fucking weird for me. Now, there is a plus with it. He's played by Tom Hanks' son. That's a plus. You get something out of that, and that's something unique to watch or whatever. But just throughout the whole season, I could not get into him. And then and then they tried to do this thing where they pull the rug from right from under you, and say that he's been the killer the whole time. This professor guy has been an illusion to him this whole time, to where he's basically been his dark passenger, like how Dexter has his, but. The professor's been Travis's dark passenger this whole time because Travis killed him fucking who knows how long ago. Like, cool, I get what they're trying to do, but I thought it was honestly pretty predictable to a point. I didn't really think that's what they were going to do, but when they revealed that, I'm like, oh, I kind of saw that coming, and it does make sense. But overall, the Doomsday Killer himself is just not for me. And the whole time, he's just fucking pissed off. Like, he has this pouty face, just kind of looks like Mark Hoffman from the fucking Saw movies. He looks like he just snipped some guy's dick or something. He's just pissed off the whole fucking time. It's like, can you smile? Like, show any other emotion besides fucking. And unfortunately, as well as this season, you can kind of tell the writers just didn't care, and they only really cared about the Doomsday stuff, and they only cared about what Dexter was doing, and for some reason they cared enough to make Deborah in love with Dexter whole thing. And they were too focused on those three little things for a 12 episode seasons to where they completely forgot that the other side characters exist because they literally get dick to do. Batista, he gets nothing to do besides just pout the whole time that didn't get the lieutenant job, which rightfully so he should, but have him do fucking something else. And then Quinn treated like a complete joke. This is the type of season that makes me not like Quinn. I'm a person that likes Quinn throughout this whole series. Now, he does have his ups and downs, and he has his moments where he's not good, and he has his moments where he's not good, where he's likable, he's not likable. There are moments throughout this show where he's mostly unlikable, but he's an enjoyable character to watch. But this season, he is just a complete joke. He gets turned down from this proposal of Deb, and to where the whole season they just make him this drunken idiot. And to where he's depressed, he's drinking all of his issues away, to where they make it basically just make him an alcoholic this whole fucking season. Okay, cool. If that's all you could give him, have him go on vacation or something, because that is just completely pointless. If you're just gonna fucking give him this alcoholic like role, how about you just fucking have him go on vacation at that point? Because if that's all you have to give him, then just send him on vacation. Because there's no point to doing that. Like, if you seriously could not think of anything, and that's all you had him do, where he's getting drunk every night, sleeping with random women that he meets, like, okay. If that's all you have to give him, then that's a complete fucking joke. And everyone else, forgettable. Masuka has this thing with the intern that goes fucking nowhere. Like, she literally steals the ice truck killer's hand, pawns it, and then we move away from that. We got a new intern. Like, okay, what the fuck was the point of that? Just to sell the ice truck killer hand? Fucking have Masuka do it himself. Jesus Christ. But I don't know. It's unfortunate that none of these side characters get anything to do because they are some of the best parts about this show and what make Dexter so enjoyable. To where it's not just watching Dexter kill people, it's watching the people around him and how enjoyable they are. Like Batista. I miss Batista. Overall, guys, I don't really care for this season all that much. It's a season that I could honestly care less about. It's always been a season that I always felt like it took a dip down, and especially from season 5. And I'm a person that really enjoys season 5, so this for me. But honestly, if you are a Dexter fan, just go in with low expectations. It's nothing to really get your hopes up about. I wouldn't be surprised if you just skip this whole season, because honestly, all you really need to do is watch that final episode, because that is really the only episode that's really good, because that's when Deborah catches Dexter. So yeah, it's not a really a good season, and it's a pretty lackluster one for a Dexter season. Well, let me know what you guys think about Dexter Season 6 down in the comments below. Did you like this season? Did you not like this season? Let me know in the comments below and we shall talk about it. And if you like this video, like it. If you loved it, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you will get notified for all my latest videos. And for the rest of my Dexter review series, hopefully going to be finished up here in the next few days or so, because I need to rush it out because the season finale of Dexter Resurrection is out Friday. So I need to catch up a little bit. But thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you all next time.